I don't know why it looks so dark in here. I'm really interested in my family history. I'll tell you guys. Look, I'm going to put some of these links in not chat, excuse me, in comments tomorrow. I'm trying to find out if there's any other Boswells I'm related to. I actually have more history than what's on the internet. I have some real in-depth stuff. I have 24 PDF files that were made by Gorman, a genealogist, who was a good friend of my Aunt Judy, who passed away in 1996. This stuff is more detailed. I'll give you an example. WikiTree shows that John Boswell was born in 1665 and lived to 1716 in Warneck, Gloucester, Virginia. I have so much information. I don't have stuff that's in the archives in Yale about my ancestor James Boswell, who wrote about let's see, who did he write about? Who wrote about Samuel Johnson? But I'm going to put some of this stuff. I'm trying to, let's see. I'll give you an example. What I'm going to some of the stuff I have. Some of Jan had created it, and I got this from my sister, and it's basically you can't put this the PDF stuff isn't even on the internet. This was all done by her because let's see here. Trying to do things here. Gianna found the connection with how one of my ancestors married a Fauntleroy, because everybody remembers the novel, which was fiction about Little Lord Fauntleroy. Let's see. Trying to find something here. I'll give you an example of some of the stuff I have. Okay, now George Boswell was born in 1738 to 1746, I'm not sure, in Ware Parish, Gloucester County, Virginia. His father was probably in the tobacco business in some capacity. And for some years, he was the manager of Bristow's home plantation beginning in the late 1740s. This would have made it very likely he lived in the family land bordering Back Crock and North River and Ware Parish, Gloucester County, Virginia. Although the family seems to have kept land in King William County, Virginia, so the younger George presumably grew up in Warneck Parish. It seems likely that George and his siblings were educated when growing up in Gloucester County, Virginia, perhaps by a tutor or family member. And this stuff really fascinates me. Let's see. He was married to Elizabeth Elliot. Their children were one of the notable family members was Judith Swan. Actually, she was Judith Fauntleroy Swan. I actually have stuff going back. I think my grandmother was an historian. I'm not sure exactly where Gianna lives because I got some of the stuff from my sister, but there is stuff on the internet that connects us where I have my family history going back to about the 1200s, which is simply amazing. But I can't put a lot of this stuff on. I can't put the PDF files here. I will link some of the stuff the unfortunate reality is one way I found stuff is go find the grave, or you can find somebody's siblings, their children, and some of the people that like some of the Boswell wives but there was no date of death or where they were buried. I'm gonna show some of this stuff here. I might do this in several parts, but if there's any Boswells out there that know that their ancestors came from, I'll give you an example. Part of Virginia is what became Kentucky. I had a lot of ancestors that lived in Fayette County. I'd like to find out if there's anybody out there that I'm related to and don't know about. Okay, that's about all I want to say. I'm going to put some of these links to show everyone. But if you have a last name of Boswell and your ancestors came from Virginia or Kentucky, and you want some of the information, I could email it to you. Actually, he emailed this to a friend of mine tonight, so he would find out more about me. He's probably laughing about it. Okay, thanks everyone. Have a good night.